to my channel. My name is Chloe. If you're new here, I'm a recent graduate of UCLA with a joint degree in art history in Egyptology and a master's degree in Egyptology. And now I am living with my grandparents for the time being because of the pandemic. And today I am working on some research and working on trying to get an article published that I'm co-writing with my former advisor. So I thought I could take you along with me for a little vlog. I decided to treat myself and I just went out and got a coffee. I just got home, so I think today is mostly going to be reading and writing, so I don't know how interesting it'll be, but I just thought I'd give you a little peek into a day in my life. It is now much later in the day. I'm really bad at this vlog thing. But what I have been working on is moving some thoughts around from my thesis, pulling from that, reworking some structure, and then I have been researching, looking for some documents, reading through some things. So that's what I've been doing, and it has just occurred to me that I have not discussed at all what this article is, which I guess I can broadly talk about it. So my thesis, my master's thesis, was on this monumental gate at the mortuary temple of Pharaoh Ramses III, and I was looking at images and iconography of the pharaoh and his royal women that Egyptologists have called the harem, and I'll put that in quotes because it is a very debated term. So I was looking at what the socio-political implications of those images can tell us about the role these women held vis-a-vis the pharaoh. So this article is going to be part of that and just bigger scale. So that's that, and now I am working on a cover letter for an internship that I think would be pretty cool. So a lot of you seem to be interested in how I structure a resume, or how I write a resume and a cover letter. Or a CV. So I guess I can kind of talk about this. So my biggest tip is know whether you need a CV or a resume. CVs are longer. Mine is around 2 pages, and my resume is a page. So one thing I do is I keep a running CV that's really long. It's like 4 pages long. This included every single thing I've ever done, with really detailed descriptions of every job I've held. So that way, when I go to apply to something, I'm not thinking, hey, did I do this kind of thing at this role? I have things to pull from. So let me show you what I do and how I structure my resume. Okay, so this is my resume for an art institution. So I keep it really short. For this position, I'm putting only my most relevant professional experience. I have a profile that just glimpses it's just a snapshot of what I've done. I have my contact information, my education, and then I have what I can do. So I keep this one is art related. So I have, art historical research and writing because it's relevant to what I'm applying for. And what I do is I have, which I'm not going to show you the internship information because I don't want to give that away. I have the job I'm applying for to the side, and I pull keywords and make sure those words are included in my experience and then also in my profile. And then I make sure that whatever they are asking for as requirements, if I have them, they are listed under my capabilities. So if they need a foreign language, if they have a foreign language requirement, I make sure I have that I am reading proficient in French on there. So that's my basic tip. It feels very weird to show you my resume, but that is the glimpse of it. And then for the cover letter, I do the same thing. Read through the job description, pull keywords, and then I spend time doing my research on the company I'm applying for, looking at their mission statement, and then forming a narrative around how I am the best candidate for them, not only in my past experience, but in moving forward, how I can serve them. So they have a full picture of how I will fit in their company. So that is what I am working on. Yeah, this has been really rambly. Sorry about that. But we'll check in later. Alright, so it is much later. I'm now in my robe because it's freezing. I just got off of a happy hour with a friend, which was really nice. Since we're living in the COVID age, it's really great that I get to connect with people all over the place. So that was fun. I finished just about everything that I wanted to do today. And I got some reading done for the Curated Career Co. book club that I'm in. And I'm going to continue to read that tonight. We're reading The Whole Picture, the Colonial Story of the Art in Our Museums, and Why We Need to Talk About It by Alice Procter, which, by the way, the cover is very well done. I do have a lot of thoughts on it, though, and I'm not sure if you all would be interested, but maybe I'll do a what I'm reading book review type video about this and some other things that I'm reading, because I have many thoughts. I'll just say I really appreciate that there is a book on this subject matter that is written for a public audience or more general non-academic audience. But I also don't love that it is written by a white British author, especially because I can think of so many people of color and non-Westerners who are doing this work. And also a lot of it is kind of repetitive from stuff I've learned in museum studies classes and my post-colonial studies classes. But I'm enjoying that. So I'm going to call it a night and sign off. I'm going to go hang out with my grandparents a little bit and watch some Bridgerton with my grandma. We're currently watching an episode a night and absolutely loving that. So I'm going to say good night and thank you for you all for coming along and joining in on my kind of boring day. Just a lot of sitting and reading and writing. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.